Komal from India. Today, I'm going to talk about my experience with GMAT prep material, Target Test Prep, aka TTP. With the help of TTP, I scored a 710 in my GMAT exam just recently. A little about me and my background. I am an engineer who currently works as a growth manager in Airtel Payments Bank. Almost a year ago, I decided to pursue an international MBA from the top universities globally. I shortlisted a few colleges and realized that GMAT was the key application criteria along with the rest of my profile. I knew a high GMAT score was the first step in the right direction. To understand where I stand correctly and to just know what I have to do in the next couple of months, I decided to give a GMAT mock exam before starting my official prep. I scored a 560 and realized I have a really long way to go to get my dream score of a 700 and plus to land up the shortlisted colleges. I also wanted to apply for the fall 2022 intake, which meant that I did not have more than 3 months for my GMAT prep, and I also had to keep a few months for my applications. Just like everyone else, I stuck to the internet to read the reviews on test materials for my primary research. I ended up purchasing the official guides for Quant and Verbal and also purchased the Manhattan Prep Kit for my preparation. After almost a month of practicing, I really thought that I was ready to give a mock exam and see my progress. I did the concepts from Manhattan and the practice questions from the OG. I felt confident that I could solve questions from the OG, and so I gave a mock. To my surprise, I ended up with a 660 with a really terrible score in my verbal section of 23. Both my sections needed significant improvement to reach my aim. I realized that something was not right. I turned to the internet again, and this time I was searching for something comprehensive, which has reading materials, videos, tips, practice questions with varying difficulty level. I read glowing reviews about Target Test Prep on the GMAT Club and decided to give it a try. The first thing that attracted me to TTP was the $1 5-day trial. After the trial, I understood that TTP as self-paced course is the best option for me. I enrolled for TTP for 2 months, prepping with their Quant and verbal sections. With every chapter, lesson, and practice set, I started improving. Some features about TTP that make it stand out. The number one would be their amazing dashboard that they have. It's coherent and a roadmap in itself to achieve a great score. Next would definitely be the content. The last I studied maths was almost over 5 years ago, and I really needed to brush my basics. I needed to understand the different approaches that one must take for varying chapters. The TTP videos, followed by their immense practice questions, segregated by difficulty, was an ideal fit for me. After once, I also got the verbal section complimentary when I renewed my TTP subscription for the second month. I used the TTP verbal to especially strengthen my sentence correction skill sets. Honestly, I was really bad before TTP. Other small features of TTP that attracted me were its customized timings for practice questions, tips and strategies on how to approach certain questions. In all, TTP was an ideal, self-paced, comprehensive module that helped me move from a 560 in my first mock exam to a 710 in my GMAT exam in a matter of 60 days. I scored 41 in verbal and a 47 in Quants. I really couldn't believe my verbal score as I had improved from 23 to 41. I really would recommend everyone, and specifically working professionals who are short on time, to try out TTP for their GMAT prep.